Welcome to John's Random Review.
Milwaukee, absolute crap. Absolute.
Hi, welcome back to John's Random Reviews. This is the Milwaukee Tube Cutter video, part 2. Now, in part 1, I went through why I bought this, and what I'm going to do is convert it to run on MAKITA batteries. So what I've been doing is kind of getting materials ready for the job. I've bought a new cutting wheel for the tube cutter because this is really important. You've got to have a really sharp cutting blade on that. That was about bloody £8 or something. Sure it was. £8 for that anyway. That's in a really important... Oh, excuse me. That's a really important bit of the job. And also what I bought is a copy Milwaukee battery. Now, we're going to go into the reason I bought that in a while. But I think that was about, oh God, it could have been £15 that. It works okay. So that's that. And this is the donor drill. Now you might say to me, hang on a minute, John, that's a brand new drill. You're not really cutting the back off this brand new drill here. Well, yeah, I am. I am. The reason is, I got this off eBay for £20, brand new 12 volt Makita CXT. Is it CXT? Hang on. Yeah, CXT. Look, there it is, CXT. Brand new CXT. This isn't the brushed one. You might say to me, oh, well, that's my old one. Why don't you kind of take this one to bits and use this one for your work? But this one here is a lot better. This is the brushless version. It's a lot better. It's got a metal chuck on it. And this one, I'm going to sacrifice. But don't worry, I've had one of my sort of a comment saying, no, don't wreck that drill. What I'm gonna do is take the clamshell off it, cut it, and use the contactors. And I think I'm gonna get a new clamshell for this and use all the guts of it, or use the chuck. Anyway, that's the plan. But the first thing we're gonna do is you can see the bits of copper over there. I've tried it. It actually works off this copy battery. I'll show you. Hang on, I'll show you. I'll just turn it. So it works okay, but what we're going to do, let me just set the jaws again. What we're going to do is actually replace the blade. So this is the first part of the video, is we're going to show you how to replace the blade. It's got a little circlip. So let's get on with that. This is the little circlip that holds the pin that holds the cutting blade on. So what we're going to do is going to get that off. I'm going to check this out first. And let me turn it around. This is the only bit of snap-on tools I own. Warning, do not a pry bar or punch. Warning, not a pry bar or punch. But hang on a minute. Let's see, snap-on. USA. It's just a little sort of Bradall sort of thing. I found it somewhere. There we go. Okay, no. So what? Anyway, back to it. Right, the circlip's out, so in theory, we should be able to push the pin out. Oh, there we go. So, turn it over. And there's the pin that come out. The pin that came out, more to the point. And then, we'll just flick the little... That's the old cutting blade. It's not too bad, actually, to be fair. Right, let's get the new blade in. I'm feeling a bit cack-handed today, but anyway. So we'll get that slid in like that, and we'll get the pen. We'll get the pin. What's wrong with me this morning? Bloody. So just giving that a bit of a clean up, and if it'll bloody focus, we'll get it back in. That should just drop straight back in there. He says. Hang on a minute. Bear with me. There we go. The pin is, oh, hang on. the pin is back in. So we'll get the circlip on the other side, and then it'll have a new blade in. Okay, we've got a new blade in. So we've put the copy Milwaukee battery in. So we're going to give it a go. I've got a little bit of old copper here. This is really thick copper. Hey, they don't make it like they used to, so I've not really used these very often, so we'll give it a go and see if it'll cut it. Oh, hang on, that's in reverse. Well, it's cut it, but I think there's a bit of a problem. It shouldn't take that long to cut the copper pipe. And what I think is the spring in there that opens up to let the... Hang on, let me just put it back into start position. The spring there that pushes back and that gives it a little bit of tension to cut the tube, that spring has gone too slack. I'm sure that's a problem, that it shouldn't be taking that long. Let's try it with a bit of 15mm, see if it works any better. Hang on, let's turn the camera around a bit so we can see it working. So that sits in there, the jaws, like that. Oh, hang on. So that sits in the jaws like that. Yeah, I think it's too slow. So what we're going to do is going to take it to bits and we're going to adjust. Well, we can't adjust the bloody spring. What we're going to do is try and see if we can get a replacement for the spring or make another spring that sits by the side of it.
Apart. There was loads of little bloody
so I was hoping to get this
back to the guts of it.
Oh, anyway.
You can see the two springs, one on both sides, to make up the tension. So when the blade cuts it, it pushes the blade through the copper and cuts it. But let's see. What I'm going to do is going to go on Amazon and see if we can get some new springs so we can get it to be tighter.
Okay, I've taken the copy Milwaukee battery apart and I'm going to try and do something clever. Now you might be thinking, oh my god, this is going to end badly. John doing anything clever, because remember, John is not Avi from Canada. So, well, you already know that. Avi from Canada, if you watch his amazing channel, he knows all about circuit boards and all the little diodes and whatever's on them. I don't know jack shit about them. But I've got an idea. What the problem is, if I try and put the Makita battery straight onto here, I know I've taken it apart, but straight onto this tube cutter, it doesn't recognise the Makita battery because it's got a little connector that goes from the Milwaukee. I know this is a copy Milwaukee battery, but it's got a little connector to go from the battery that sends it to this board, and it tells the machine, yes, you've got a proper Milwaukee battery. And obviously these clever people from China who made this copy battery, they've got a similar sort of arrangement in their circuit board. So when you plug this copy battery in, it recognises the battery, and it makes everything work, i.e. the light in there, and actually the bit that shows how much charge you've got in the battery. So with me thinking, oh, I'm going to try and be a bit clever, I'm still going to bloody try it. So what my idea was to take this chipboard and sort of bodge it together so it tricks the battery. What I mean is I'm going to take the positive and I'm going to take the battery off the board, and I'm going to put the positive and negative into the I'm getting all convoluted. Anyway, what I'm going to try and do is going to put this in the machine and try and trick the tool into thinking it's a Milwaukee battery, but it's going to be a Makita battery. Will it work? Fuck knows, but I'm going to try it. It's probably going to be a disaster. I hope I don't fucking knacker the battery, but hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So here we go. Uh-oh. Well, this didn't fucking work. That serves me right for trying to be clever. It didn't work at all. It's something to do with that battery. What are the wires on that fucking battery? But it didn't fucking work. Anyway, I tried. I bet some fucking electronics boffin will be able to do this, but I fucking can't. But I'm not that bothered. But what we'll do is we'll fuck all this circuit boards off, and we'll go straight onto the switch. Fuck it.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, unsubscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, tell me you love me, tell me you hate me, tell your friends and neighbours, tell that weird guy from across the street with the one-eyed dog, tell me anything, but most importantly, let's get involved.